shot.
Biggest surprise in the NBA.
Who saw this coming?
Cannot believe it.
You didn't expect him to be this good. A record that was titled untouchable has been broken.
If you haven't been paying attention, one thing is certain. Nothing.
Hey.
Even if Chuck says something is.
I guarantee you.
Especially if Chuck says something is.
The Hornets are going to win.
This NBA season couldn't be further from predictable.
We'll see what's about to happen next, okay?
So don't be shocked when this competitive scramble of the playoff churns out incredible stories like your favorite streaming app.
We'll see what's about to happen.
The play-in set the tone.
First time that any of these teams are going through something like this.
A stunned crowd here at the Chase Center.
Nobody thought the champs would enter the playoffs barely clinging to their reign.
James puts up the three. Oh, it's good!
While a youth movement knocks on the door of NBA elite.
The future is here.
We have teams long forgotten in May surging to the top of mind.
West ain't never been easy. You really think you want to win it all, you got to go through it.
Tweaked formulas will be tested against unknown chemistry.
This is going to be the craziest playoffs ever.
I'm making a change today. I heard you was giving your chain away. That's kind of like giving your fame away. What's wrong with you? I sit in a box where the owners do. A boss is a road that I've grown into. How many times have I shown improvement?
Game time!
You got to realize everybody has to up their level of play.
It is work, not words, that will advance their story.
Oh my goodness!
From the assist to the next shot.
Spears says, give it to me!
Moving way too humble.
From the star to the next man.
One-man band.
Two-headed monster.
Big three.
I think we're the Big 15.
This net team is loaded.
Scary hours.
The most resolute will rise.
The dress of the numbers, ayy.
The future is not certain. It's up for grabs.
Okay, we'll see what's about to happen.
So pay attention.
Ayy, ayy, we'll see what's about to happen.
Welcome back to the Airborne Podcast. I'm your host, Ajit. Welcome back, Big Boy Bravs. Finally got the whole squad back on the podcast. And don't forget about Thanos. He's back at it like a bad habit.
What it do?
And we're back with the video specifically about the NBA season since it's going to start right around the corner. I believe the opening night is on October 19th.
That's soon.
That's soon, yeah. So we wanted to give our predictions on our top 8 teams from the Eastern Conference and the West. So Bravs, ladies first.
All right. Well, I guess we'll save the best for first, right? All right, so my top 8 teams, again, this depends on how healthy everyone is.
On the East or the West? You're doing
I'll go East first. East first. So my ranking, number 1 is Nets. If with Harden, Durant, and Irving all healthy, these guys are unstoppable. KD, I think, is number 1 player in my eyes. Obviously, you can debate between LeBron, but KD's a sniper, so I got KD. Miami, number 2.
Don't forget Blake Griffin, Paul Millsap, and Marcus Aldridge.
Yeah. Those guys are fine. Good backup players. But anyways, you're right. Those 3, now they're kind of older, but still, I think they can hold on the fort. Everyone knows Nets, if healthy, is the number 1 team. So there's not much more I can say. Next, I got the Miami Heat. Heat just picked up, a shit ton of players. They picked up Lowry. They picked up
PJ Tucker, Marquise Morris.
Yeah, there you go, PJ Tucker. So like those guys are good pieces. They mesh well with Jimmy Butler, and it gives people like Duncan and Tyler Hero to get more experience. Tyler Hero, after his rookie season, has been kind of quiet, right? Hopefully Kyle Lowry can help change that, right? He helped Freddie, so hopefully he can help Tyler Hero. Number 3, I got the world champs, the Bucks. They did lose some pieces. PJ Tucker was a key piece to that championship, but number 3 in my books. Number 4, some people may challenge this or argue against it. But I got Atlanta, number 4. They're a good young team led by Trae Young. These guys are my dark horse. Then my number 5 pick, which is the Bulls. I think the Bulls are a dark horse this year. You got DeMar DeRozan. They picked up 3 of Raptors' bench players, which I think are good. Matt Thomas, Stanley Johnson, and Elise Johnson. Stanley Johnson is a pit bull. We've seen it a few times. Sometimes he may run around like a headless chicken, but when he's there, he's sick. And then Matt Thomas, sniper. And Elise Johnson, when he played for Nets too, he was sick too. So, like, those are good bench players. And then they picked up DeMar, they picked up Caruso, they picked up
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo Ball. There you go. See, so those guys will fit well with Zach LaVine and Vucevic. There you go. So I think these are dark horse for the East. I have them number 5, but I feel like they may surprise some and go higher, right? But again, it depends on how well they mesh and all that stuff. So, but I have them at number 5. 6, I got the Sixers. I don't know the situation with Ben Simmons, but if he leaves, I definitely think they'll drop as well. But they're number 6 with Ben Simmons on the roster. I kind of didn't give these guys any love. Number 7 for the Celtics. I do think they're a good team. They just haven't been producing as much as we expect. So, but hopefully they can turn that around. So my 5 to 7 is like up in the air. I think these 3 teams can go anywhere from 5 to 7 or like even a little higher. Last but not least, I got my Raptors. I'm took a gamble on this. This is my ranking. I think people don't show Siakam and Freddie enough love and OG. I think even Larry left. I think these 3 can hold on the fort. Gordon's coming in. Precious is a good piece. I think he is a good pickup. And they got Gary Trent, Scotty Barnes. So again, I really think we'll do well. So that's why I have them number 8. And then my 9, 10 is the Hornets and Pacers.
Okay. And so what you guys want to just go through the Eastern teams first and come back on the West? Or?
Yeah, let's do that because it's going to be me talking forever.
Okay. So I know you go with the Eastern teams.
Okay. So for the first seed, I picked the Nets based off like what Brav said, like Kyrie, Harden, and KD need to just be healthy. And then their bench is their team's pretty much a super team in my mind because they have Aldridge, they got Millsap now, they got Blake Griffin, they got a whole ass squad like that can really score, right?
Yeah,
I got that as first. I got the Bucks second, just because the fact they won the championship, and I feel like that's giving them a boost of confidence. I feel like that's gonna transition going forward to the next season. I feel like Giannis will probably have another MVP season. Drew Holiday will do his thing. Chris Middleton, a go-to scorer now. He's more clutch now. I feel like that's gonna go forward towards next season as well. Third, I got the Heat. You know why I picked Heat at third? Because of Larry. Larry's a pit bull. Like he's gonna do his thing. They got PJ Tucker, who's also a pit bull. Like I don't know why. I kind of got so confused that PJ Tucker left the Bucks like that. He did them so dirty. But it is what it is. They got Morris as well. So that's gonna be a solid team. And Hero is gonna be a lot better with Larry on the team because he's going to be able to find him at certain spots where he can shoot the ball efficiently, right? Same with Duncan Robinson as well. 4th seed, I got the Hawks. I mean, they had a pretty good run this playoff season with going to the conference finals. And just like even Nate McMillan, like he showed everyone in the world that he's a really good coach. Even his past experience with the Indiana Pacers, like I think they did him dirty during that season. I don't know why they cut him off like that. But like I feel like he has a lot to show for next season. Trae Young too. The whole squad is good. To me, from 5 to 8, it could really go anywhere, honestly. Because Philly, if they lose Ben Simmons, depends on what they get for Simmons. Like if they get something shitty, then they're obviously going to go down. But I feel like Embiid will still be able to uplift them and keep them in the playoffs, in a playoff contention. So we'll see how that goes. I got them at 5th. I got Boston at 6th. I don't know what they're doing. They really didn't have anything going in the offseason. I really thought they would have got someone even better. Like, if anything, they downgraded after losing Kemba Walker. So we'll see how that goes. And Jaylen Brown, I hope he can stay healthy this next season.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened last season. And I don't even know how the coach is. Like, we don't know how that new coach is. What's his name?
Ime Udoka.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how he is. So we'll see how that goes. For 7th, I got Knicks just because they added Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. I feel like those are pretty good additions, and they'll bring a lot of scoring off the starting lineup. And that's what they needed during the Hawks series. Like they needed more offense, and they didn't get that from Julius Randle. Having Kemba, I know Kemba Walker's had his ups and downs, but he's playing for his hometown team now, so like he's gonna get that crowd, like the momentum swing and stuff. So I feel like he's gonna do much better, like how he did on Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then last is the Bulls. Like what Brad said, Bulls could go up. They're a dark horse. They could go up to like 4th place, or they can go down to 8th. It depends on if they can mesh with each other, right? They got Lonzo, they got DeMar. DeMar has a lot of experience of leading a team. I know this is Levine's team, but at the moment right now, I feel like DeMar is probably going to be the one orchestrating everything. So I have the Bulls at 8. And then from 9 to 10, I got the Raptors and Hornets.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so my Eastern Conference prediction the seeds from 1 through 8, and 9 and 10 obviously for the play-in. I got Milwaukee at number 1. The Bucks, they're coming off a high right now, winning a championship, winning their first championship. It's only going to elevate Giannis's play. They got the team continuity, the chemistry, it's all still there. So I believe that they will, hold down that number 1 spot. Even though Philadelphia had it last season, I think Milwaukee is going to step it up. At number 2, this could vary because of the injury history with the Brooklyn Nets main core. But if they're all healthy, they're definitely going to be the team to beat in the East, but I believe they'll probably hold down the number 2 seed. 3, the GOAT, he took his talents to South Beach, and I feel like that winning culture, that winning mentality he's had with the Toronto Raptors for so long is definitely going to rub off on the rest of those Miami players, even though they already have a finals berth with Jimmy Butler being their main person. I feel like, Kyle Lowry fits that culture, similar to the Toronto Raptors culture, and I feel like they're going to hold down the number 3 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you guys with the number 4 selection. I believe the Hawks, because they had such a magical run this past postseason, they definitely proved that they can play against some of the elite teams and make it to the conference finals. So they're going to be out to prove and let people know that it wasn't a fluke. Show people what's good. Trae Young definitely showed that he can play on the bright lights and on the biggest stage. So, yeah, I expect big things for them. 5, same thing, dark horse. I believe the Chicago Bulls. I feel like a lot of people aren't giving a lot of credit to those guys because they don't bring that defensive mentality to that team. But they don't understand how lethal they could be on the offensive end if everyone's clicking. They got Zach LaVine on one wing. They got DeMar DeRozan. Lonzo Ball improved his three-point shooting. Caruso is a solid defensive piece off the bench. And they got that low post scoring with Nikola Vucevic. So they got everything they need. It's just a matter of whether they can put it all together.
Exactly.
They're coming together.
Yeah, exactly. And Nikola Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan were college teammates, so that chemistry is there.
Wait, who was Nikola? Who?
Nikola Vucevic and DeMar DeRozan. They went
no way.
Yeah, they went. I think it was at LSU or USC. I can't remember. I think it was USC. That's how DeMar DeRozan decided to go there because I think him and Nikola Vucevic thought about playing together at one point, and they made it come together.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
And then number 6, I got the 76ers because, like you said, Bravs, if Ben Simmons isn't part of this team, which more than likely he won't be, they're not going to get the same equal value for him because obviously he had a horrendous playoff run and his value is at an all-time low right now. And I don't think the way whatever Daryl Morey is smoking right now at the moment and expecting like all these assets to come back in return, it's not going to happen. They're going to get desperate because Ben Simmons already made it clear he's not coming to training camp. And he said he doesn't care if he loses at 1.3 million because the man's making like over 150, right? Yeah. So I do expect them to be a lower seed. They were the number 1 seed last season, but I expect them to be anywhere below number 5. So yeah, I mean, trust the process is still there, but their team is coming back basically the same, minus Ben Simmons. At number 7, I got the Celtics. They lost Kemba Walker in a sign-and trade for Al Horford and Moses Brown, who they eventually traded to Dallas, but they signed Dennis Schroeder to a minimum. He's a scoring guard, and that's what Kemba was. He's just like a lower version of Kemba Walker. So I don't think that's going to work out, and I don't expect big things for them, even if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are both healthy. In my opinion, I think they're going to hover around that bottom half of the playoff seeding. And number 8, I got the New York Knicks. I got Knicks coming in, making the signings, getting Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier, getting Mitchell Robinson back healthy, Julius Randle with another year under his belt. I expect them to do some big things. I don't expect them to be number 4 like last season, like the number 4 seed, but Atlanta was 5th and they were 4th because they had home court. But yeah, I do expect New York to make the playoffs again, but I don't expect them to be a top 4
I forgot New York on my list, yo. Fuck.
Yeah, you forgot the signings they made, right?
Yeah, I forgot.
Knicks were 4th and then Thing were 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for the play-in tournament, I got the Raptors at number 9. And then I got number 10, a toss-up between Washington and Hornets. I really can't make up my mind. Because
Washington has a good pickup this year, too. Well, I don't know if they're good, but they got some pickups. They have Kuzma.
Yeah, they have Kuzma. They got Bradley Beal still. They got Rui Hachimura. They got Montrezl Harrell. They got Thomas Bryant coming back. So they got a lot of good pieces.
They got Dinwiddie, too.
That's the big thing, chemistry.
Oh, yeah, they did a sign and trade for Spencer Dinwiddie. They got a pretty solid team. So it really depends on if they can put it together first or if the Charlotte Hornets can, you know. If LaMelo Ball is healthy, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the actual playoff mix. But as of right now, the East is stacked, and this is my list. But yeah. All right, well, that's our list for the Eastern Conference seeding from 1 through 8, plus the 9 and 10 for the play-in tournament. Let us know whose list that you agree with in the comment section down below. And we'll be back with our Western Conference list, 1 through 8. But yeah, till then, any final thoughts before I wrap this up?
Yo, if you think I should add a New York, drop an apple in the comments to prove me wrong.
You don't want to start that debate. There's going to be so many New York people that are going to come at you. It's going to be...
Yo, 50 Cent, leave me alone.
All right, well, on that note, that's going to do it for this video. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you haven't liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to it. What are y'all waiting for? Stop slacking, bro. And we'll be back, like I said, with the Western Conference seedings 1 through 8. Until then, stay blessed, stay woke, and please stay safe. Peace!
Yeah, 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 yeah. The price I want for sure you gon' need.